In the summer, Kathy and I really like to ride our bicycles on long paths. But this year, we're having a problem because we've been going out on these paths and I keep getting a flat tire in my rear wheel. Well, I patched it. I just assumed I'd driven over broken glass or a nail or something. But they keep happening. And the last straw was this past week, and I had 2 flat tires in 2 days. And of course, I want to blame what I'm driving over, but Kathy and I are driving on the same path, and she has never had a flat ever. And so I'm thinking, there's something wrong here. And so I checked the tire, and there didn't seem to be any punctures from the outside. So I took off the inner tube and put it into water, and I did the last 2 flats. And I noticed that the puncture of the inner tube was coming from the inside, from the rim side, not the side that hits the road. And I thought, there's something wrong with that, because the puncture should come from external forces, but this was from an internal force. The inside of the rim was rough and it was eroding and puncturing the inner tube. And as we were thinking about this, Kathy, because she's so brilliant and inspired, she said, I can see a life application to this. Because are you feeling blocked in achieving your personal goals? You see, when you're biking, there is no greater obstacle to biking than having a flat tire. It completely stops you. And are you finding obstacles in your life goals? In fact, are you finding obstacles in reaching even God-given goals, or in your relationships, or in your work life? Do you find that you're hitting obstacles and you're not sure why you can't make progress? Now, of course, our natural tendency is to blame other people. They're the ones who are holding us back, or to blame circumstances that are coming against us. But I want to give you another possibility. What if the obstacle and the obstruction to progressing in your life goals are coming from the inside, not the outside? The same way I wanted to blame all my punctures on things coming at my tire, when in fact it was something from within by the rim. Because we can easily be held back by our thoughts, by our attitudes. We can have self-sabotaging thoughts. We can believe lies about ourselves and circumstances. Sometimes we are our own worst enemy, that we in fact could be the primary reason why we are not reaching the goals, even the goals that God has given to us. So what do you do about it? Well, you need to ask God, what's holding me back? And pay attention to His answer. Now, He might say it's the circumstances or people around you, but He may very well say it's the way you think, it's your attitude, it's the lies that you are believing about yourself. So then you need to ask Him, well, what is the truth about this situation? What do you want me to know? Now, for some people, you may not be able to get answers, or you may not be accustomed to hearing God's voice in that way. So then you should go and talk to a counselor. Because all these lies and these internal obstructions come from your emotional baggage, which we've talked about many times, and a counselor can help you undo and unload that baggage and break the power of those lies that are holding you back. Because you need to know God's truth about you, and that will propel you to the vision He has given you. So, if you're feeling obstructed and you're feeling blocked and frustrated, and you just say, I have no idea what the problem is, ask God, is it actually internal? Is it actually coming from me? Because that's what I had to do with my bicycle. The problem was the rim, not the road. So now I want to hear from you. How have you overcome obstacles, or how has God helped you overcome self-sabotaging thoughts and lies that you believed that released you into your destiny? Just leave your testimony below this video, because we want to hear what happened to you. It'll encourage someone else. And if this is your first visit here, you need to get my free self-assessment guide. And to do that, just subscribe to our weekly email newsletter by filling out the subscription form using the link on this page. And I'll talk to you again next week. But this week, ask God, am I holding myself back?